While exercise has been encouraged for quite some time, the type of outfits we wear for these activities has changed quite a bit, especially since different types of exercises are also considered fashionable. It's pretty clear to see that activewear is commonplace for everyday life, and outside of wearing it for comfort, there are social and cultural reasons for this. Whether it be athleisure or sporty chic, we're going to discuss the evolution of fashions that you can exercise in, but wouldn't look out of place at a coffee shop, the mall, university lectures, or just running errands. So swimwear will not be mentioned in this video. On top of that, we'll also look into the evolution on what specific exercises represent in different time periods. So now, let's get started. While athletics have existed since ancient times, the modern concept of exercise was made popular in the 18th century by philosopher Jean-Jacques Rousseau, who argued that outdoor recreational activities enlightened rational thinking and natural development, though the concept of activewear didn't exist just yet. Considering that women's fashion of the time weren't intended for physical activities, sports and exercise were seen as primarily a men's activity that weren't appropriate or safe for women to engage in. Doctors, especially Edward Hammond Clark, even believed that exercise could harm women's reproductive health or could even cause hysteria. Because of ideas like these, exercise became an aspect of the early suffrage movement. Activist Amelia Bloomer innovated bloomers in the mid-19th century, arguing that women's daily wear should be less restrictive. And you could say that she created one of the first pieces of women's activewear, with the style still being prevalent in the early 20th century. With findings from Dr. D.O. Lewis, exercise was found to have improved the physical and mental health of women. Physical education was being implemented in schools, with light exercises such as calisthenics and swimming were encouraged. By the 1910s and 1920s, restrictive silhouettes were falling out of fashion, with the popularity of loose-fitting styles allowing easier mobility. Though physical exercise, especially tennis, were mostly practiced by those of the upper class. The tennis skirt was created in 1919 by John Pateau for Susan Lencan in Wimbledon. With her knee-length skirt, sleeveless cardigan, and lack of corset, this outfit would forever change the style of women's athletic wear. From the 1930s to 1960s, calisthenics was the dominant form of exercise for women, but being active was yet to be considered a necessity. As stated in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, we do this so we can eat cheesecake. While the standard uniform for workouts included a fitted top and shorts, there is some individual activewear trends in these decades, such as pleated minis in the 1930s and 40s, and leotards of the 50s and 60s. The term athleisure was first coined in 1979 by Nation's Business magazine, describing a type of style for people who wanted to look athletic. With jeans and sneakers becoming commonplace, 1970s fashion was more casual and laid back in comparison to previous decades, and as a result, activewear became stylish pieces for everyday life. The popularity of athleisure was also attributed to the growing middle class and the increase of disposable income. People had more money to spend on fitness-related activities, which led to the establishment of more gyms and health clubs. But memberships to places like these weren't a requirement, since jogging became a popular form of exercise in this decade, where the jogging or tracksuit became quickly adopted. These suits were made popular by Adidas in the late 1960s, after a collaboration with soccer player Franz Beckenbauer. With these suits being shown more in pop culture, the tracksuit and track jackets represented casual, youthful fashion statements. Also, to enhance mobility for workouts like jogging, shorts became very short for men and women. And as for sports, notable rivalries, events, and big personality athletes influenced tennis to be especially popular in the 1970s. While formerly associated with country clubs, tennis courts started being built in various residential communities. It was now more accessible to the general public, while also having an air of sophistication. Some of the most popular non-athlete stars of the era were also shown playing tennis on TV specials and fundraisers, which is something you don't really see today. Like, the most recent celebrity sports event I could think of was the Disney Channel Games. The 1970s sports craze popularized head and wristbands, as well as tennis skirts. Athleisure and fitness culture was fashionable because it represented a free-spirited, healthy lifestyle, matching the relaxed ethos of the decade. 1980s activewear would be taken to another level, blending eclectic fashion with functionality. Jazzercise and aerobics became exciting new trends, simply because they were fun and high energy compared to other types of exercise. Workout tapes also contributed to 80s fitness culture, propelled by Jane Fonda's Workout, which became the first non-theatrical home video to reach the top of sales charts. Bear in mind, the cost of this video was $59.95, the equivalent of $195 today. But Fonda created a fitness empire, even coining workout designations such as feel the burn and no pain, no gain. But technically, too much pain will cause injuries, so take that with a grain of salt. Fonda had a signature style of leg warmers, which were initially worn by ballet dancers during rehearsals. Leg warmers were said to decrease the risk of injury, though that theory has never been confirmed, but were nonetheless a defining style of the decade. Off-shoulder tops and sweaters was a look that was most famously shown in the movie Flashdance. In real life, Jennifer Beals had a sweater that shrunk in the laundry. Instead of getting rid of the sweater, she cut open the neckline, and the costume designers loved the casual design and knew it would look perfect for the movie. Given the character's blue-collar background, this off-shoulder look gave off a DIY feel, while also looking practical and rebellious, and was a style that was frequently replicated. And given the 1980s aesthetic of bright colors and geometric patterns, shell suits would become the new trendy jogging wear. Activewear in this era was mostly made with spandex or lycra, and these materials were sold in such high quantities that chemical company DuPont had trouble keeping up with public demand. In the 80s, the culture of exercise coincided with the era's obsession with appearance and excess. Activewear in the 1990s didn't change too much from the 80s, though the bright colors and leg warmers were becoming passé. There's a multitude of activewear brands to choose from, clothing made with logos from Nike, Adidas, Puma, Fila, and others made a statement within itself. There's also more reports on sweatshops during this time. The general style of 90s activewear featured leggings, biker shorts, hoodies, and oversized sweaters. Better yet, if the sweater came from an Ivy League university bookstore. There was the continued practice of home workout tapes and aerobic exercises. While rollerblading emerged as the latest fitness trend, Aaliyah was very popular in 90s athleisure, with her blending activewear with casual looks. Particularly, her signature style of cropped/bra tops with loose-fitting pants and oversized athletic jackets. She looked fashion-forward while also remaining comfortable, and in the midst of the Spice Girls craze, Mel B, or Sporty Spice, was noted for her bold athletic looks. In the 1990s and 2000s, yoga reached a new level of popularity. Yoga, alongside organic foods and grocery stores, was an aspect of the developing wellness culture, with its practice promoting flexibility, strength, and stress relief. In this period, yoga pants were workout bottoms that had flares and low-rise waistbands, something that would change in just a few years. And while not typically used for exercise, the Juicy Couture tracksuit would become a defining staple of 2000s athleisure. After making a custom tracksuit for Madonna, this Juicy Couture suit would be seen on other celebrities whose style was highly imitated by the general public. Juicy Couture was quickly seen in shopping malls across the nation, being a representative of the McBling style. Tennis also saw a resurgence in popularity, with superstar players such as Venus and Serena Williams and Anna Kournikova playing on the court while wearing sporty chic. In the 2010s, athleisure was one of the defining style trends of the decade, specifically yoga pants, which rivaled jeans in sales. Reason being, yoga pants offered a softer, more flexible structure, compared to jeans that could feel restrictive. The design of yoga pants in this time were slim-fitting with a high waist, and clothing that could multitask, or could be easily paired with non-athletic pieces, were seen as more convenient and practical to wear at home, work, the grocery store, and at yoga class. This was also the era of Lululemon, and even in middle school, having at least one pair of yoga pants from there was considered a status symbol. And if not, something from the Victoria's Secret activewear line would also do. The popularity of yoga pants, particularly in schools, resulted in a multitude of controversies, with these pants regularly being called distracting. In 2019, one anti-yoga pants letter for University of Notre Dame, reported by the Washington Post, stated, "Could you think of the mothers of sons the next time you go shopping and consider choosing jeans instead? Apparently, you need to think of random mothers of random sons every time you pick something to wear." Also, I get the feeling that even if they wore jeans, she'd still be complaining. In response to this, students at the university organized an event called Leggings Day. Alongside leggings, the resurgence of crop tops and muscle tanks, which may or may not have sassy slogans, were other notable pieces of athleisure. The 2010s also saw a wave of celebrity-branded activewear, such as Fabletics, co-founded by Kate Hudson, and Savage X Fenty, founded by Rihanna. Activewear of this time was suited to wear for in-demand exercises including Zumba, CrossFit, and cycling. During the event of 2020, activewear would enter its era of luxury, starting a new era of the self-care and wellness industry. In a time where everything feels out of control, the least you can do is make good decisions for yourself, all with a healthy body, healthy mind sentiment. People all over social media were sharing their skincare routines and posting daily routine videos, which consists of waking up before 7 a.m., starting their day with journaling, doing a Pilates workout, drinking a green smoothie, and having a healthy but still aesthetically pleasing breakfast. And keep in mind, there's a lot of effort that comes with filming these routines, and this is how the that girl trend came to be. Largely inspired by the clean girl aesthetic, this style focuses on clean living and productivity. A big component of the that girl aesthetic is Pilates, and is currently the defining workout of the 2020s. This form of exercise is heavily based on elongation and posture, and fits better on the image-centered world of social media compared to high-intensity workouts. And let's not forget the promise that Pilates is the key to looking slim and toned. While that girl is more of a lifestyle movement, there's still plenty of stylistic components. We see a lot of matching workout sets, sweatpants, and oversized tees and sweaters, all of which coming from luxury activewear brands. Alo Yoga, Artesia, and Reformation are currently the main brands of desirable activewear. The sophisticated colors, clean lines, and fitted silhouettes help make these gym outfits look expensive and act as status symbols. These brands, and other brands of a similar price range, were propelled by it girls such as Bella Hadid, Hailey Bieber, and Lori Harvey, who are also major trendsetters for contemporary activewear fashion. The coquettish sister of that girl would be the pink Pilates princess. The ballet core aesthetic looks pretty similar to this, but since being skilled in ballet takes a lot of time and intense training, Pilates is definitely more approachable. And this aesthetic embraced the return of flared yoga pants. It's good to have variety. Other components of the Pilates princess are shrugs, headbands, leg warmers, and most importantly, a water bottle that matches your outfit. Bonus points if these pieces are soft pink. But if you're not into Pilates, you can do a coveted hot girl walk in similar style activewear. While this type of fitness is very fashion focused, if wearing cute activewear helps motivate people to exercise, I don't see an issue with it, as long as it's not to just blindly follow a social media aesthetic. But aside from the Pilates princess, there's been other Instagrammable workout-based styles. Tennis core is made popular in the very eventful summer of 2024, heightened by the tennis drama Challengers. Zendaya was seen all over the world and social media wearing tennis-inspired fashion for promotions. Tennis core matches with contemporary fashion, moving towards a sleek, old money-esque direction, or at least the cultural stereotypes of old money. Current-day activewear evokes the image of someone who has their life together and has the free time to make healthy decisions, though the efficiency of a workout has nothing to do on whether or not it appears social media ready. As we looked over the evolution of activewear, it may look like your fitness journey is based on consumption, wearing the right type of clothes, made by the right type of brand, or even what type of water bottle you have. And that's not even including the classes or memberships themselves. The culture of health and fitness has always had a performative aspect to it. It wasn't necessarily just about exercising, but what it represents. Having a regular workout routine is associated with discipline, a goal-oriented mindset, and good time management. When I was really little, I believed that if people drank enough coffee, they wouldn't have to sleep as much and would have more time to do other things. And of course, I was extremely incorrect, because in reality, not every single day needs to or should be productive. If you're on track to do X, Y, and Z throughout the day, every single day, you'll eventually end up tired and unmotivated, and not taking breaks only hinders productivity. It's good to feel the burn, but make sure you don't get burned out. Removing the influences from social media, or just media in general, taking care of your health in any sort of way is extremely valuable. Regular exercise doesn't only come with physical advantages, it also helps alleviate stress and anxiety, while improving the quality of sleep. And in regards to activewear, if your personal style isn't particularly sporty, all you really need is one outfit for exercise. And by that, I mean one sports bra and one pair of bottoms. And pretty much any top in your closet will work fine, as long as you don't mind washing it a few times a week. Your health journey doesn't need to look social media ready. Not that you need to publicly document it in the first place. And half an hour a day, 5 times a week, counts as regular. That's 2.5 hours out of 120, or just 2% of your time over 5 days is all I'm saying. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one.